The first segment of the Hot 7 Nightly News is brought to you by Flow.
Tonight, a Dominican national is stabbed to death in Agard. The PRO of the Grosley Minibus Owners Association falls to COVID-19. And former Prime Minister Alan Chasley is once again a no-show at Parliament. The details of these stories and more coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Tuesday, the 31st of August, 2021. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. Another young life has been lost to violence. On Monday evening, a young man was stabbed to death in Agard. While police have not formally identified the individual, it is alleged that he is a Dominican national who traveled to St. Lucia after the passage of Tropical Storm Maria.
St. Lucia has recorded yet another homicide for 2021. At approximately 11 p.m. on Monday, a young man was pronounced dead by medical practitioners after being stabbed multiple times. It is alleged that the individual was a Dominican national. Spokesperson for the St. Lucia Fire Service, Stacey Joseph, says personnel from the Babonneau Fire Service responded to a call related to the stabbing in Agard. She says due to the obvious signs of death, the SLFS was unable to render much assistance.
The responding emergency crew found a male individual lying on the ground in the presence of police officers. He was pronounced dead on the scene by a medical practitioner and was subsequently left in the care of the police.
While the Royal St. Lucia Police Force has not yet officially identified the individual, members in the community say he went by the alias of Shortman. Hot 7 spoke with a resident of the area who says it is terrifying that youth seem to be engaging in so many acts of violence. He says what the youth need are proper ways to channel their energy and proper conflict resolution skills. How do you feel about this situation?
I'm very sad. For the job and space sports, join clubs, space sports,
This stabbing takes the homicide rate in St. Lucia for 2021 thus far to 45. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Genevieve Gonzalez.
The president of the Grosley Minibus Owners Association has confirmed that the public relations officer of the association has passed away. It is suspected that the PRO may have died as a result of complications due to COVID-19, given that he was housed at the respiratory hospital for the past 2 weeks. The president says now that the reality of COVID-19 has hit home, drivers need to ensure that they adhere to protocols.
The island's public transportation sector continues to be hard hit by COVID-19, following news that the public relations officer of the Grosley Minibus Owners Association, Thomas St. Louis, passed away following a short but intense battle with COVID-19. According to the president of the association, Danny Edward, the PRO was housed at the respiratory hospital for 15 days before his passing. Edward says the news has hit the association like a ton of bricks.
I just want to send condolences to his family and the Grosley Minibus Association. On the whole, yes, I could confirm that he passed away earlier today, and which is very sad. He was very close to me and also served on the executive myself.
St. Louis was a well-known individual who never shied away from advocating on behalf of drivers when they were faced with challenges. Edward says not only will his presence be missed, but his death has brought to the fore the reality of the COVID-19 situation. He has made a clarion call to drivers to get vaccinated and adhere to protocols.
And what I have been saying to my drivers and members, and also Chris as well, is to get vaccinated. I urge all drivers to follow the protocols. I mean, this COVID-19 is very serious. I've been taking it very serious from day one, and I urge the drivers to do the same. I remember a month ago, I initiated a program where I was in dialogue with the Ministry of Health, and we brought the vaccination to the bus stop. I don't know if you could remember, there was a tent, a vaccination tent on the bus stop. And the driver did not get the vaccine. I was told it was about 2 drivers who did got the vaccine on that day. I want to just urge them again that this is very serious, especially with the new strain. This new strain, in my opinion, has no friends.
Edwards says now more than ever, drivers in particular have to be even more cautious given the various variants of concern. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Genevieve Gonzalez.
The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs has confirmed 64 new cases of COVID-19. This is from a batch of 255 samples. The cases bring the total number of cases diagnosed in country to date to 8,219. Confirmation was also received of the recovery of 110 individuals diagnosed with COVID-19. This brings the total number of active cases currently in country to 1,928. 3 of the active cases are in critical care at the respiratory hospital. The Ministry of Health advises everyone to follow the protocols and to continue practicing the infection prevention and control measures to reduce the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Since the commencement of the Pfizer vaccine, 2,234 individuals have received the first dose of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine and 67 individuals have received the second dose. To date, 34,869 individuals have received the first dose of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine and 27,772 have received the second dose. And in other news, a sitting of Parliament was held today, the 31st of August, and opposition leader Alan Chastanet was once again a no-show. This has left some questioning what could be more important than the affairs of the country at this critical time. Castries North MP Stephenson King, for his part, says that if he were in Chastanet's position, the affairs of the country would be top priority.
Where is Alan Chastanet? Why is he not here? These are just some of the questions being asked by the public following the opposition leader's successive absence from Parliament. This is now the second time that the opposition leader has abandoned his post without a reason. Choiseul MP Bradley Felix was once again the lone wolf in opposition at the Parliament sitting today. Chastanet's absence has obviously been noted by his colleagues. Castries North MP Stephenson King is of the belief that the country's affairs should precede that of personal matters at this time.
If I were in the leader of the opposition's position, I'll be present for the first, second and third meetings. At this time, as a government minister, I would not travel until I'm satisfied that I'm settled in office. The people's business comes first, and I would sacrifice my personal activities for the people.
With Chastanet already missing the inaugural Parliament sitting and the second one held today, the public is now anticipating Chastanet's return to the political sphere. Best believe that he will be met with a myriad of questions and will be put to task. The people now await Chastanet's inevitable return. Reporting for the Hot 7 Nightly News, I am Karim Nelson.
Thank you, Karim. You're watching the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Stay with us. Still to come, the CDC slaps a Level 4 travel advisory on St. Lucia. The income tax bill is amended. And Minister Emma Hippolyte says women in politics represent more than their physical appearance. That and more after the break.
The first segment of the Hot 7 Nightly News was brought to you by Flow.